Hi, I'm Sam Peterson. I'm an old gay trans man with bad teeth. And I love knives. Love them. And I'm not here to rate them or tell you about the newest, the fastest, the bestest, the kapowest. I'm here to queerly share my queer love of knives with you. I've got a peculiar trio of knives to entertain you with this week, none of which is particularly like the other. But I'm a Sagittarius, and we are known for our diverse tastes in objects as well as love. Did you just throw up in your mouth a little bit? I'm looking for my knives. Make sure they're at the ready. They're usually in my pocket, and I'm digging out of my pocket, blah, blah, blah. I have been raving about this baby for a few weeks, so now it's time to introduce her, him, it. You let me know what your pronouns are. This is the beater titanium AD20.5 that I got on the secondary market. It had lost its tip in a bar fight, and its owner had attempted to recreate it, so it definitely had some spa days in its future. And I actually think it was just dropped on the floor. I don't think it was in a bar fight, but I fondled and pondered and pondered and fondled and pondled, trying to pull from this object a vision, an intimate look into its soul. What it said to me was, skull and crossbones, and leave me naked for now. So the guys at Way of Knife promptly etched this gorgeous and camp pattern on the handle. It actually accidentally reminds me of the Louis Vuitton logo, which tickles me to no end. It's really a piece of rough trade, this knife, truly. I've been carrying it around pretty religiously until this baby came. Whew. This is a ZT. It's a zero tolerance. It's the Sinkevich, and it is another knife I got for cheap on the secondary market. And its blade was in pretty rough shape. It is so snappy and fun. I know I probably showed you this already, but you didn't see it come back. It wouldn't tell me what it wanted me to do with it, so I just sent it off for what the guys call a creative freedom package, which I've mentioned before, which offers at least three mods, and no input. You can't tell them what to do. Well, this is what they did to this knife. It has gone from a beater to an object of art. I'm almost loath to carry it, to be honest. I don't know what they actually did or what it's called, but as you can see, they etched this blade with this wonderful, I don't know what you call it, but it's lovely. And they did some wash on it. They dyed it an antique teal with a gold wash, and then did some gold magic on the bottom here. It's wild. I really have no idea how they did this. They also chromed up all the screws, the pivot, and the clip, so they're super reflective. What an interesting and striking vision. It looks amazing. I wish it were brighter, but the titanium beneath it, as you can see, is rather dark and dull gray, so you would have to coat it with white and then put the color on for it to be bright. In between all of this, these gorgeous knives coming home, I was also playing with my Kizer Dogfish, which is not the third knife I mentioned earlier at the outset. I'm just loving that knife more and more. It is fantastic with all its fidgety possibilities, its oily action, and its snappy release. Very comfortable and very familiar. Now, the third knife in this weird triumvirate is a Kubey. I decided to check them out since Devo is Devo knives, a brand that I particularly enjoy, is OEM'd by Kubey. This is the Kubey Karaji in 14C28N and my beloved Ultim in a dehydrated urine color. Fucking Atlantic knives, they get me all the time. They announce a flash sale and this little guy appeared on it and I just had to have it. It was $50 and I couldn't help myself, okay? Because it is in Ultim. It was originally $80, which frankly is absurd. I mean, Ultim isn't that much more expensive to make and than G10 or micarta, for instance. It's just the demand driving up the cost. It's literally marketing. Stupid capitalism. Anyway, as you can see, it is a perfectly adequate little stout guy, adorable. The revered Ultim has been milled with diagonal lines for grip, and it's really perfect. It's really perfect. Cute, pea-colored, black-washed, all of my favorite things. It does lack a kind of finesse that, oh, say, Kizer or Sinkevich have for, you know, that sort of mid-budget knife. But I think that's Kubey's aesthetic. I haven't set it to real work yet, but I suspect I might have to strop it first. It didn't come in terribly sharp. Yeah, I don't get the sense that the edge is super sharp, which can be dangerous for me. I started an Instagram for the Gay Blade. It's at Gay Blade Web, which is exactly how it is spelled, Gay Blade Web. Why did I say that? Which should give you a clue as to how to contact me as well, either through Insta or by email, which you could figure out. I'd love for you to visit and be my pal. Let's create a community of knife-loving weirdos and outcasts. Let's do it. Some of you have been telling me about your nice teeth, and frankly, I appreciate it. I'm so glad other people's teeth are holding up. We weren't meant to live past 35, you know, and our teeth know it. If you're a grinder and a clencher like me, and I'm talking about my teeth, people, you too will have broken English mandibles. Enough, I say. I'm so grateful for your presence here, and your comments are so engaging. I love how sharp and silly you all are. I take knives seriously, but life? I love you. I'll see you next week. Like and subscribe. Beep, bop, boop.